Take your woman and child and escape. Joseph.
Take your woman and child to safety.
Mary, we must leave here. We must take the child and go.
In the middle of the night?
I was told, take your woman and child to safety, Joseph. A voice.
Whose voice was it?
I don't know. That's it, take the child. Hurry. We have no time to lose. The voice said, take the mother and child and escape. Hurry.
Jerusalem, pray that God will save the life of Herod, our king.
O Lord God, the people of Jerusalem beg you, free the king of Israel from his sickness unto death. Dear God, we beseech thee to have mercy on our king.
Pray that our king's life be spared. All pray for King Herod.
The mud of Arabia has restored you to health many times in the past. You shall be cured.
How many infants? How many children did you eliminate in Bethlehem?
48 perished in the massacre. The soldiers obeyed King Herod the Magnificent. 48 children were slain. These included all who were born in Bethlehem during the last 3 years. Any order of Herod, King of Galilee, monarch of the elected people, is state law. There were no rebellions, no protests. One woman who tried to shield a child was killed. As compensation to the heads of those families, the amount of 100 denarii has been given.
To defend all my sovereign authority, I needed these deaths. I even had my own sons killed. But it is useless. Remember the prophecy. And you, Bethlehem, you in the land of Judea, is where the nascent occasion shall occur and the new king of Israel will be born.
No, my lord. There shall be no king among those who were born in Bethlehem. Not one infant was saved.
The words of the prophet are the words of God. How can one win over such a prophecy?
It's come. Just now.
Glory to the name of Herod.
And thus Herod died, without knowing that a child born in Bethlehem was spared from the massacre, a child called Jesus.
There's something strange there, do you see?
No, I see nothing.
On the door, a light like a star.
Star? No,
I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. You see things that others don't.
You are Saphir, aren't you?
Do you know that man?
No, don't know him.
You should remember me.
No, I don't remember you.
Why have you returned? Why?
I don't understand you.
Where do you come from?
Qumran, on our way to Jerusalem.
But why do you answer him?
But there is a much shorter route. Why did you come this way?
Should I just get rid of him?
You're talking to the man who brought you to that hut 7 years ago. Do you remember?
Omar, go to Jerusalem. I'll join you there later.
It's some kind of buckle. It shines in the sun, but it's not worth anything. If you like it, I'll sell it to you.
Who gave it to you?
No one gave it to me. I found it here in the straw. Perhaps it belonged to that carpenter and his wife.
I wonder how they were able to escape in time.
It's a mystery. Herod's soldiers were going from house to house, but I was the only one who knew there was a family here. And I have told no one but you.
I'll buy it. Is that enough?
You promised me a lot more that night should I locate the baby.
Take these coins too and forget that you ever saw me. Did that family disappear into thin air?
Someone saw them, I heard.
Maybe it's not an accident that I came this way. Destiny is unforeseeable.
The caravan! It's the caravan!
You heard me, traveler. The tax must be paid.
We're not stopping here. We're on our way through.
You have to pay.
But why?
You have to pay the
It's
tax.
not fair.
Hey.
We're carrying nothing of any value.
Hey. Here, some dates.
We'll divide them! We'll divide them up!
Move out of the way! More! Stop pushing! Let me have some!
Ephraim! You're always the last one home. Don't you know it's late?
It's late!
Joseph, you must reprimand him.
Why me?
Because you're responsible for his education.
Oh dear. The poor man works hard from morning till night. And then...
Are you afraid he'll be offended?
Did you hear, Jesus? Your mother feels that I should reprimand you. On the other hand, you might have had a good reason for being late. Tell me.
You are always taking his side.
Soup's cold.
It doesn't matter. I'm not hungry anyway.
Well, that's certainly a logical answer.
All children have their own logic, and it usually ends in cold soup. The hat?
It's your present.
Jesus, you are going to eat your soup just the same, hot or cold. You and your father.
Mary, for some time now I've been thinking.
Perhaps that is the reason you're not sleeping.
I've been thinking that there's not enough work here for a carpenter.
After 7 years? Just what is on your mind?
It seems to me, if you want to know, that every child has the right to grow up in his native land.
You're using your son as an excuse.
Well, the point is, I've been thinking about our future.
We're happy here.
We said we'd stay here only one night, remember?
We stayed because we'd found a safe place.
No, I don't think there's danger any longer. Today I went to look at the desert. The sea of deserts, the desert of Sunni, the desert of Negev, the desert of Judah, all the way to Galilee. All the way to Galilee. And it seemed to me as though I could see Nazareth. I want to return.
It was that long ago dream that told us we must flee. Perhaps another one will tell us when to return.
Watch!
Death to the Romans!
Death to the Romans!
The slingshot is a deadly weapon. If the invader isn't killed, he's reduced to half a man. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, now you try.
Huh?
Sooner or later, you have to learn.
No, wait! Run! The Romans!
There is the enemy. The oppressor, the usurper, the impure one, the Roman. For 50 years, he has occupied our land.
For 50 years he's occupied.
He extracts illegal tribute.
He extracts illegal tribute.
Appoints false kings.
False kings.
Corrupt priests.
Corrupt priests.
Halt!
Where are you going?
To Etham, then to Egypt.
Empty your baskets on the ground.
Why?
Do as I say.
I don't understand. We are merchants. We come in peace.
We'll find that out soon enough.
What are you looking for?
Arms.
They carry no weapons.
I have to check. Those are my orders.
Whose orders?
My commander.
Who's your commander?
Titus Rufus.
I know Titus. You will take me to him.
That's what I should write to the Emperor. In Palestine, the mosquitoes are the victors. You know how many years I've been here? 8. I think they've forgotten me in Rome. But I could survive another 8 is unlikely. 8 years of silence is in a cemetery. And the sand.
And those massacres.
Oh, you're exaggerating. Normal police operations. In the north, there were several disorders. Some man in Galilee started an uprising. Thousands of rebels, thousands of crossers, and we don't want some hothead to export this Judean madness to Egypt. Oh, do you have your pass for safe conduct with you?
Rufus, is this really necessary? We've known each other for so many years.
That's why I want to see it. Yours is the only name.
And the seal of Herod Antipatus. After all, he's the heir of the other Herod, the great hero, so revered by his people.
Heir to nothing. Now we're in command here. This needs the signature of the Roman administrator. You Judeans have to get used to the idea you don't count anymore.
I am Saphir, son of Abla the Syrian. Judean only for money, and for personal reasons.
Personal reasons? You'll explain them to me. Now let's go to dinner. Drink.
A welcome respite after so long in the desert, but I have the impression you're trying to get me drunk.
Yes, because I want to find out just why you're here.
It's for a personal reason.
Listen, Saphir. My policeman's instinct says that you're up to something. Are you some kind of an official, an astrologer of the court, a magician? I feel you're on a very serious mission of some kind. Now, why do I feel that?
This is extraordinary. Where do you get it, Titus?
Answer.
I'm here to kill someone, Titus.
That's an illegal act. I could have you arrested.
Ah, but Titus, listen. He's a dangerous enemy of Israel and of my king.
And it's perfectly legal.
It's a small boy.
Zephyr, I don't want trouble.
But it is only a small formality. An unusually simple affair, Titus. I'll make sure there's no one around.
A small boy?
Yes. He was to have died 7 years ago, but somehow they eluded our soldiers and it's time for them to pay.
Jesus?
Can I work with you today?
Work with me? But I'm supposed to see you go to school.
You can send me to school later. What work do you have to do?
A broken door. It doesn't close properly.
Your knife. It's sharpened, Kayla.
Yes.
Remember carefully what I tell you. Water is the main enemy of the carpenter.
But it never rains here.
I guess I was thinking of somewhere else. Anyway, water is the enemy, because it swells and splits the wood.
When do we return to Nazareth?
You want to go to Nazareth?
This is not the house of my father.
Joseph, the teacher wants to see you right away.
No, it's not about your son's schoolwork. He hasn't completed learning the alphabet, but there's plenty of time for that. I sent for you because you're an excellent carpenter. And the synagogue needs 3 new benches. But I can't afford to pay more than 2 shekels.
I would have thought more like 10 shekels, with all due respect.
There are only 3 benches, after all.
But they must be well made if they're to last.
Let's call it 3 shekels.
Think of the price of the wood. It has to come from a distance.
All right, 4
Father!
shekels.
Father, you mustn't forget the price of the glue.
You're right.
Listen to the little fox. All right, then. That's it. You'll get 5 shekels. I've been supposed to have them fixed for a long time, but there's never enough money. The synagogue is poor. We'll do 3 this year and 3 next year. Here's something on account.
Thank you.
You know, I recall very well that first day that you arrived here.
7 years ago. We were on our way to Egypt, and we decided to stop here. I really don't know why.
This is the border village. Many come here, few stay. But there are a few advantages. In Palestine, 1 foot, in Egypt, the other. It's relatively easy to cross the border, depending on the circumstances.
We'll be sorry to leave.
You're leaving?
Sooner or later, yes, we'll go home. To Galilee.
When, can't you tell me?
No. We're waiting for a sign.
A sign?
I can't imagine. Tell me. Eh? A letter from Nazareth?
No.
I bet it's something about the well.
No.
5 shekels for 3 benches.
Ah.
The teacher didn't want to pay more than 4.
This is on account, but if I'm going to finish on time, I'm going to need some help.
I'll help you.
Good, but now we must decide how to spend the advance. Here are the 6 coins that we have to give back to our friend Nathan.
Why?
Because we owe him.
Half a shekel for wool for weaving. I'd like it in color, even if it is a bit more expensive.
2.5 shekels for a pair of milking goats. That leaves us 2 million.
2 million?
What shall we do?
What can we do with 2 million?
I know. I can go and buy a bird at the market.
All right, that will be your pay if you help me.
Jesus, come back here. Jesus! What am I going to do with him?
He's just acting his age.
You always take his side.
Your message, sir. And I've brought excellent tidings. They are still here, but plan to make a departure.
You are sure that it's them?
It all corresponds. Their origin, date of arrival, the names. The husband is Joseph, he's a carpenter. Her name is Mary. They're from Nazareth, but the child was born in Bethlehem.
Good healthy goats for sale.
You're not able to sleep?
No.
Anything wrong?
No, nothing. I was just thinking of something the child said to me. He said, "Father, when do we return to Nazareth?"
He must have heard us talking.
No. Believe me. It was his own thought. He seemed upset. Had difficulty saying it to me. And then he added something quite puzzling. "No," he said. "This is not the house of my father." His exact words. Mary? Mary, what was he trying to tell me? That he knows I'm not his father?
My son has your name.
Yes.
I lay with no man and you believed me. You still believe that, don't you?
Yes.
Then you are his father just as much as I am his mother. The two of us, together, equal. We'll be his parents as long as he's on this earth. Shalom.
Are you Mary of Nazareth?
I am. And you?
I am Nathan ben Joab.
How may I help you, son of Joab?
Nothing in particular. I just wanted to meet you.
My husband isn't here. Please come another time.
And I would also like to meet your son.
My son? Why the interest in my son?
Because I know he was born in Bethlehem.
Yes, he was born in Bethlehem.
It wasn't like the others' his birth. I'm a merchant. I happen to be in Bethlehem on business. It was told to me that in a stable that lay outside the village, in these unusual conditions, a child was born. Following that birth, I was told there were 3 kings from the Orient there to render homage to the infant. It seems they were guided by a star. Well, I've long been interested in astrology, and it was for this reason the story fascinated me. In fact, for years I asked myself what had happened to that child. Recently, I came again by chance to Bethlehem, and I asked and was told where I could find you. I was poor then, but now I am rich. And if you can assure me that you are the mother of that child, I will make a splendid gift to your son.
If you are so sure, why do you ask so many questions?
I could be mistaken.
Your uncertainty is a sign of truth. Therefore, I owe you respect. And with respect, I tell you that you're mistaken. I'm sorry. I'm not that woman. Should you return even with empty hands, my husband and I will welcome you to our house. Shalom.
I forgot to say, not every child was massacred. One was saved. A child called Jesus, or so they say in Bethlehem.
A massacre?
Yes, the massacre, the killings. All the children in Bethlehem under 3 years of age were ordered killed by King Herod because of an old prophecy that one of them was destined to be king of Israel. But perhaps you didn't hear of this because you left before it happened.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I see that my words have disturbed you, Mary of Nazareth. You've nothing to fear. King Herod is dead, and his centurions have short memories. No one any longer refers to that event. Your son is not in any danger. Shalom.
Those children, all my children, died so that my son might live.
Yes, that man told the truth. I learned of the massacre 2 or 3 days after we left Bethlehem. Do you recall the night we camped out in the area of Hebron, when I had to sell the donkey for a milk goat?
I recall.
That night, 2 men told me what had happened in Bethlehem. If the dream hadn't warned us, Herod would have taken the life of our son, too.
They killed all those children. Why didn't you tell me?
No. There was a purpose in not telling you. There was a child to raise. My fear was enough for the 2 of us. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was afraid. I couldn't speak to anyone about it. No one could help me. Sometimes you observed me in silence. You were aware that something was wrong. What is it, Joseph, you'd say? And I'd invent something. Work. Money that I didn't have enough of. Now you know. For so long, not a day went by that I didn't think about the massacre. I was petrified lest Herod would kill the baby, and it would all end. And at night, I was afraid that the dream would never return. The dream that saved our son.
You have done good work, Kayla.
I also have a plan.
First take this, on account. Now tell me.
Look. It's him. The good carpenter Joseph. I have a plan, the carrying out of which should not be in the least difficult. He's not that old. I'd say 40 more or less. And he looks to be quite strong, but the type that has never handled a sword in his entire life. If I surprise him in the dark, I'm sure
You're
I can...
mistaken. He's not the one I want killed.
But then who?
The child.
The child?
Be cautious, Kayla. Find a way to cause an accident. Make sure there's no reason for suspicion.
You look like you're afraid.
Yes. My fear is that you'll not be able to finish your work.
Sir? Sir, this is yours, I believe, sir. You lost it or threw it away.
I dropped it.
It looks strange. What is it?
Map of the stars. Do you like it?
Yes.
I wish I were able to give it to you.
So young. I suppose you'll probably reprove me. You'd pay so much for a child. You have a murderous heart.
Do the job, Kayla. I'll pay you double.
For a child.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
32!
32!
We counted 32!
One is missing.
But you have so many.
That's true. But the lost one is worth more than all the others.
Why do you say that?
Because if it's lost, that means that it needs help. All together now, boys. We must find that missing animal. Find it and bring it back here.
Find the goat!
Go! Where are you? There he is!
accident.
What happened?
A boy was buried.
What happened? Jad! What happened?
A landslide.
Who was it?
Jesus.
How did it happen? Where is he? Have they found him? They're digging.
Jad, how did it happen? It was a huge slab of sand. Dig!
Lord, hear my prayer. Dear God, I have heard your voice inside me. Through my body, your word has become man in the person and flesh of my son. A mother begs you to please spare the life of Jesus, our son.
Look! We found him! Help me! Careful! Slowly! He's alive! Jesus! My son!
We saved him. No, he was saved by an angel of God.
My heart exults in the Lord.
My heart exults in the Lord.
God gives us life and God gives us death.
God gives us life and God gives us
My
death.
heart exults in the Lord.
My heart exults in the Lord.
We thank thee, Lord, for thy mercy.
I want to thank all of you. We owe you a great debt of gratitude. May God bless you and keep you well. Thank you.
Once more, brothers and sisters, let us thank the Lord for his mercy.
Thank you, Lord, for thy mercy.
You two are everything, and I am nothing. You have no idea how many times I've asked myself, why? Why? I don't understand. Why was I chosen to be with you and your son? You and he, you're different. I'm only Joseph. Joseph the carpenter, son of Jacob of the tribe of David. I'm like the others, even less than the others. Why was I chosen? Sometimes I think that No. I must take care of you, protect you, and I try to do my best always.
You can't do more than your best.
My best is not enough. I feel that what happened was my fault.
You are mistaken.
No. Mary, your son could have died. I don't believe it was an accident. I think it was something worse.
What options are there?
We're going to leave. Tonight. No, right now. Get as far away as possible. I'll get our things. I guess we're lucky. We own so little, there's not much to carry. Oh no, I forgot the benches. How am I going to repay the advance now?
Don't answer.
Joseph, it's Jad.
Enter.
How is he? Is the boy all right?
He's fine. He's sleeping.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Friend, you should beware. There was someone up on the hill just before the landslide. I've seen him before, and I don't like him. That's what I've come to tell you. Be careful. He could be dangerous.
Thank you, Jad. I'll be on the lookout for him. Thank you.
Shalom.
Jad, wait. Would you mind giving this money to the rabbi in the synagogue tomorrow?
It's an offering because Jesus' life was spared, that right?
That's a good reason.
Until tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be far away.
coin in his fist. You know what that means. He killed for money. He worked for us, too. He must have made a serious error.
Yes, undoubtedly.
You knew him. You were seen together.
If you want to find the culprit, listen to me. You know that Joseph, the carpenter? He left in the middle of the night with his wife and son, no apparent reason. Doesn't that strike you as odd?
I don't believe I ever saw a tree quite so pretty.
And who am I, do they think?
There are those who say that you're John, the one who baptizes.
Peter, call the others. I must know the answer. Who am I to the people?
Others say that you are the prophet Elijah.
Still others say you're an ancient prophet come back to life.
You, Peter? What do you see?
You are the Savior.
The Messiah.
Jesus? I told you not to stray.
You are the ones who strayed.
He's still asleep, I see. How has he been?
He awakened shortly after you left to look for wood. He was crying. I thought he was cold, but he said he was warm. He said some strange things. He spoke of Galilee as though we were in Galilee, where he's never been. I couldn't tell if he was dreaming.
The dreams of children, the ancients say, are brought by a special angel. Let us sleep. has been a long journey, my son. This beautiful river is where Egypt begins, and soon our journey will be over. In Egypt there are scriptures that predict the sons of Israel shall find salvation and peace. This is our son. We ask your hospitality for him.
Why for him and not for you and this woman?
He's our only possession of value. We place him under your protection.
Move out of the way. A strange way of asking for hospitality. But I guess you have your own good reasons. Where are you from?
The desert of Sur.
That's like saying from nowhere.
We are shepherds.
You don't have even one sheep.
We lost our flock.
I don't believe you. Your story is too vague. This child you call your son, for instance. Did you steal him?
Wicked woman. How could you say such a thing?
These things occur often. Egypt is a frontier. Professionals sell children to eunuchs in Alexandria. For tonight, find yourselves a place outside the village. Tomorrow at dawn, be off.
There. He lives up there in that tent. It must be 2 weeks now. He acts as though he's some type of hermit.
His name is Sophia?
From Jerusalem.
He's my master. Every once in a while, he needs to be by himself. Master! Master, it's me, Omar! Master! It's only me, your own Omar. You told me to wait in Jerusalem, I waited. Then I had this feeling that you might need me. I wasn't mistaken in coming to look for you, was I? Did I do well? They told me you were fasting.
You must subjugate the body if you wish to release the mind. It is my way of arriving at truth. To redefine my goals and return to the path.
Let us return at once to Jerusalem. They await you. Herod Antipatus was attacked in a dream by serpents. Nobody was able to explain his dream to him. He wants to confer with you. He says you're the only person who can help him.
Herod Antipatus can wait. I too dreamed of a serpent. Dreaming of serpents has this meaning. The beginning of understanding something previously unknown.
It's just ahead. There it is. Alexandria.
We've never been to such a large city. We'll be lost.
We'll be fine. There are many Jews there, and a large synagogue in town, too. We have been so long in such a small village, far from everything. Who can say how many things have happened that we know absolutely nothing about? Don't worry, Mary. Everything will be fine.
Father! I found a stone head!
You probably found what's left of the statue of a pharaoh.
Were they that big, the pharaohs?
No, but they were very powerful. Let's sit down. Jews were once slaves here, but Moses freed us.
The god Hazar was lord of the earth and of the river. In presupposing he was an ancient pharaoh, you're wrong.
You didn't know about Hazar.
No. In the temples of Jerusalem, there are no statues or images. For us Jews, God must not be made into an image.
I learned yet another discipline. A teacher in Nazareth, he said, God created all human beings in his image. So, a human reflects his image.
Deities are good. Deities are good. deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good. May the gods grant wisdom to you. May the gods grant health to you. The deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good.
Where are they bringing that cat?
It's a funeral. Here the cats are looked on as sacred. Let's find the synagogue.
Father, I've never seen so many people in one place. Are all cities like this?
I believe so.
Everything has its own moment and every act its own time under the heavens. A time to live, a time to die. A time to sow, a time to reap that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal. A time to destroy, a time to build. A time to cry, a time to laugh. A time to search, a time to lose. A time to hate, a time to love.
Shalom.
Shalom.
So, the arrival of a new family unit. A good addition, my friends, to this congregation. I pray to Jehovah. Hear my fervent prayer, O Jehovah. Hear my cry. Before thee I am a pilgrim, a guest like all my fathers. Elijah will accompany you. You know what to do, Elijah, don't you? We can't offer much. We too depend on the community. What little we have, we'll share, and what we don't have, we'll do without.
Names have meaning. Do you think it a coincidence that my name is that of the prophet, the one that escaped death?
I am called Jesus.
Jesus? Signifying the God who saves. Don't you think it a bit presumptuous to name your son that?
In fact, it's quite common where we come from. Like mine, Joseph.
Joseph, why did you tell him our names?
Oh, but I had to declare them at the synagogue. All they ask is a minimum of loyalty. These people are helping us.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You wait here.
Shalom.
I'm named Jesus. What are you making? A little dove.
Yes, that's right.
You're using clay?
All right, it's all arranged. You'll live upstairs. This house belongs to the synagogue. From time to time, we let people who can't pay live here, as in your case. I mean to say you'll be living near people like yourselves.
We are grateful.
I am merely following the orders of my venerable rabbi.
Jesus!
This is where you will live.
Plenty of light.
I'll have it fixed up in no time.
It's so big.
Oh, I brought you another essential. The lamp. It's the holy lamp.
Thanks again. But there's no oil in it.
You'll have to see to that yourselves. But remember that which you may use to light the lamp, and that which you may not. Not with pitch, not with wax, not with oil of castor. Definitely not with the fat from the goat's tail, nor certainly with tallow. Is that clear? Rabbi Nashim teaches us that you may do it with lard tallow. But others teach you can use suet tallow as well.
If lighting a lamp is so complicated, It'd be easier if people would sit under the moon, Mother.
Now this is our home. I think I'm going to really like it. That man who brought us here was endearing. But most of all, I feel that we are finally safe and secure. Safe, secure, in a house with no doors or windows. I can rest now.
Tomorrow I'll go and look for work. And you'll see. I'll find work. I've got to talk to the foreman. Now wait right here. Don't move, huh?
You're wasting your time. We have enough laborers.
I'm a carpenter. I know the work.
Carpenter? Let me see your hands. You're a carpenter.
Well?
We don't need just carpenters. This is a shipyard. We need marine carpenters.
I've worked in a shipyard.
Listen, if you had, you would have said so first.
I tell you, I've already worked in the shipyards at Caesarea for the Romans. Try me. 2 days at half pay.
20 days at half pay. You work on that, and we'll see what you know how to do, all right?
They hired you!
Give me a hand.
Who is that boy?
My son.
Ah, your son. And what's he doing here?
Watching me work. He's always done that. He likes to watch.
I don't want children hanging around.
But he can help.
Really?
Yes, what? Show him.
Tell the boy to go.
You'll have to go, son.
Okay, that's 6 altogether, am I right? That's 6. I said
I'm not going to
6
let you treat me
altogether.
like
I didn't say 4. I
If you
said
see a couple of foreigners, you can make up your own rules. Well, I'm not going to put up with it.
Never cheated anyone.
I say the Drachma is worth twice that. Neither my wife nor myself are idiots. We didn't come here to be insulted. You ought to be ashamed of yourself trying to take advantage of a couple honest stories.
Back the denial.
Thief!
Calm down, he won't get away. I recognize that thief.
Here he is.
What did he steal?
Money. He's got it on him. I saw it.
I'll show you what you earned by stealing. Give me that. This is what you get. You're the disgrace of the quarter.
What are you doing here? Why didn't you go home? What did you do? Wander around all day long? You shouldn't have waited for me. I shouldn't even have let you come with me today. I know what you're thinking. It's all over your face. It's the way that foreman talked to me. But what did you expect me to do? Should I have knocked him down? He's the boss. He's not a bad man. He's just the boss. Yes, I know it was better when your father was his own boss. You're old enough to understand. Work is work. And whoever pays you for that work wants you to do it his way. That's the law of life. The money that man pays me buys food and oil. Do you understand?
You do everything for me, but gold is dross.
About what happened today. Let's not tell Mama. Huh? I wouldn't want her to worry about us.
There are many here in this building. Every nationality. There's a woman who sings all the time in a loud voice. She bothers everyone in the building. Not me. She sings a song I used to hear in Galilee. Songs do travel, don't they? What are you smiling at? What did I say? Someday I wish I could get in on the secret.
May the Lord be with you, Rabbi.
I think that you are a stranger here. And not a Hebrew, not one of our kind.
If you ask me in, I will explain. I've come from Jerusalem, sent by Herod Antipatus, Tetrarch of Judea.
Then it must be something of great importance.
Yes, very important. I believe that you recently received a Jewish family made up of 3 persons. Father, mother, and their boy. The man's name is Joseph.
Joseph? That's a very common name.
All you need to do is check your register.
That's true, only I'd need a good reason for doing it.
The name of Herod Antipatus isn't enough.
No, I do not recognize his jurisdiction. I recognize only the power of the great priest of Jerusalem.
It's not a matter of religion, it's a matter of murder. This man Joseph is a killer. He killed an innocent man at the frontier recently. No known reason. A cold-blooded act. Rabbi, it can be handled quietly. Tell me where I can find him.
I do not recall a recent arrival called Joseph, nor a man with a family. I must inquire. If there is a killer in hiding here in the city of Alexandria, I'll let you know.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Halt.
The rabbi sent me.
Then it's Joseph you want to see. Wait here.
All together! All together! All together! I am Salah! Salah! I am Salah! 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 I am Salah! Salah! I'm Salah! I'm Salah!
No, this skin does not interest me. You're a foreigner.
Sorry, I have no time.
My name is Samira. You can come and stay with me. You won't be sorry.
You're not his type.
Wait. You like the herbs that make you dream. Come with me. In my soul, I see that you're perfect. Come. You ought to try it.
Ah, Joseph.
You wanted to see me, Rabbi?
Yes. Nothing important. Just to better acquaint myself with so recent an arrival.
What can I tell you? I'm a poor man who wants to better himself. Left Judea, came looking for work. Beyond that, what can I say?
Why did you leave your village?
To look for work.
Only? No other reason?
I don't understand.
You didn't have any problem with the law there by any chance?
With the law? Me? No, Rabbi.
I believe you. You have an honest face. In the courts of men, that wouldn't count for very much. But we're here. We're here. In the house of God, I can exercise the freedom to judge a man.
Thank you.
Go in peace.
Rabbi.
Yes?
Wait. You're right. I haven't told you the whole truth.
Come.
The children were massacred to protect Herod's reign.
Who can forget that night?
My son was supposed to have died with the other children. But I was warned.
By whom?
By a dream. I know. It isn't easy to believe me.
Not necessarily. Continue.
That was the real reason why we fled to Egypt.
Where was your son born?
In Bethlehem.
Bethlehem? When?
The year of the census. It was the longest night of that year. Why? Does that have any meaning?
Who can say? I'm just a tired old religious scholar. We must hasten to thank Jehovah. Your wife and son abide here safe. You're no longer in danger in Judea,
Yes. Shalom.
Shalom. You heard everything?
My ears are full. A good man. One of those who wouldn't hurt a fly. Which does not necessarily constitute a virtue. It hasn't yet been established whether that lowly insect is pure or impure.
What a strange coincidence. The night of the census. And the longest night of the year.
Joseph is a visionary. Palestine is full of them.
Bethlehem. prophet said, "Ye are not the least city of all the cities throughout Judea."
May God forgive you, Rabbi. Those are the words of the holy prophet Micaiah.
Infant son, born to a virgin, the savior of all Israel.
The son of a carpenter?
Are you Mary?
Yes, and you?
My house is in this quarter, and I was thinking, those poor strangers just arrived.
You haven't told me your name.
Oh, you're right. I thought you knew it because I'm so well known around here. It's Samira. I too am from the countryside. And I was thinking, those poor people who just got here are going to need a lot of things to establish a new home.
You are quite right.
And so I brought you a present, a little gift.
A gift from me?
Yes, a present to welcome you. It's the custom here. Oh, we Egyptians are a hospitable people. Look at it and see if you like it. It's a pretty dress. Try it on.
Yes, it's pretty.
Try it on.
No.
It's a little tight for me. Go ahead, try it on. See if it fits.
I'm sorry, I can't take it.
Are you offended?
No, on the contrary, you've been very kind.
Oh, perhaps I should have brought something for your son instead. Oh, which one is he, by the way? That little one there? He has a sweet face.
They look alike. My boy is just another boy, neither smaller nor larger than the others. I have a hard time picking him out myself sometimes. Oh, there's my husband. I have to go. We must talk again sometime. Strange woman.
Who was she?
She owns a house near here, she said.
You know that you're not to talk with strangers.
Is something wrong?
No.
Something's happened. I can see it in your face.
The rabbi sent for me. I told him why we're here. Did I do wrong?
No, you did the right thing to tell him the truth. It's not possible to live in hiding all the time like guilty people.
You're right. He's a good man. He will help us to protect the boy. Now that he knows.
Knows. He's still my baby.
Who do people say I am? Peter, call the others together. I must understand this. Who am I to the people?